Hello and welcome. Tower Adventure got a new update, and if we go over here, we can see all about it. Honestly, after brief glancing, all of these look like buffs, except this right here. That's a little unfortunate. First off, we're going to be grabbing the code right here just to get it out of the way, and the code is sword for 500 Stardust. As for the update, there are two major things and everything else seems to be balancing, so this video is going to be relatively short. First things first, we've got a new tower called Forger, and it's going to be restricted to level 60, and in addition to that, you're going to need a very interesting looking material to unlock them. In addition to the new tower, we also have a new map. However, this also adds in another layer of difficulty. If we take a seat right here, we can open this up. We can go all the way over here, and this is it, Sword Mountain. It looks really cool. Now, before we jump right into the new map, I do want to take a look at one last thing. That is going to be Mastery 6. This update adds 5 more towers to obtain Mastery 6, and this is one of them, Archer. Warrior also got a Mastery 6, and honestly, that's kind of cool. Priest got a Mastery 6, and the last two are gonna be Paladin and Forger. Me and my friend hopped into a match and we tried out the easiest mode first to get an idea of what we were going to be dealing with. At first, regardless of which difficulty you choose, there's going to be nothing on the map other than a huge pathway and kind of awkward zigzag motions throughout it. Everything's going to be normal until a certain amount of waves have passed, and then 4 giant swords will pierce the map. These swords are completely random and they can have duplicates at times, or they can be all unique. When it comes down to all of the swords, they're going to have different attributes and different appliances for the passives they provide to the enemies. For example, the red one and the yellow one are going to have resistances to magic and physical. Physical to the orange and magic to the red one. The green one is going to heal enemy units, and the blue one is going to increase their movement speed. At a first glance, you might think to break the swords, but this is actually a bad thing. If you break the sword, you will take damage and you'll hear the clanging of metal hitting metal up at the forge. It's restructuring a new sword to fill the gap in the map that you have constructed. This new sword can be the same one, it can be totally random. From our experience, the best ones you're going to want to look out for are going to be the orange and red. The resistances help you more than you think, because with the red one, you'll be able to place units that deal magic damage near it and it won't decay its health bar as quickly. If you have the orange one, you can place physical attackers near that one and it'll be totally fine. One of the worst swords that we've come to conclusion with is the blue one. That mobility buff is really hazardous for really beefy units, and considering your placement is already restricted somewhat if you want to be careful, this can be pretty problematic. If you bring a support tower like Watcher, you're going to be increasing the range of all of your towers, and other towers' ranges might leak into the other sword areas, and that's where damage can be dealt. So placement on this map is 100% important, and knowing how to deal with the enemies and the swords is going to be a back and forth conflict that you'll have to get used to on this map. Other than that, all of the modes are exactly the same, and you just have to worry about the bonuses that the enemies will acquire from the swords once they walk along the pathway. Additionally, you'll have to worry about a few aspects here and there, such as the red sword dealing damage to your units, so be careful what you place where. But if you have a healer, this can help out, balance it out. And overall, it's kind of a rough experience, because at the end of the match, you're going to have a huge amount of DPS flowing from all of your towers just being maxed out, and these swords end up becoming fragile over the overwhelming damage. Otherwise, it's a very beautiful map, and I would recommend trying it out for some of the materials you may need and just for the challenge alone. Now, I do wish that the swords had a little bit more health or a little bit less randomness when you break them and they reappear, or when they start out, just so you don't end up with duplicates or weird and awkward situations. But other than that, having a great team, communication, and working together throughout the problem of this map is going to be key on completing it. Alright you guys, that's going to be it for this video. The new map is pretty cool, but some aspects of the new swords are kind of annoying. I kind of wish the swords had just a little bit more health to counteract the survivability decrease. And the RNG aspect is a pretty annoying pain. The map itself is very beautiful, and I would recommend trying it out if you're curious about it just to see how it goes. But definitely on that harder difficulty, you're going to need a really good plan for surviving the waves and surviving the issue of all the swords. That's going to be all for this video. What did you guys think about the new map? Have you played it yet? As for me, I'll probably run it back with a friend or a group. If you want to check the game out, the link is going to be in the description as always. If you're looking for other games to play, check out my channel. I upload a ton of content, so hopefully you'll find something new and fun to play. If you got a game that you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and I'll get right on to that. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's going to be it from me. I will see ya.